This little video to thank Kim for these markers. Well, actually, excuse me, highlighters, IQ gel, silky smooth. And I've been thinking about getting some more of these. So Kim, so I really appreciate that. It's really neat. And thank you for the envelopes. You know, those Scotch envelopes, because Kim sent me 20, I think 25. So she sent me a whole box of them, so I can put the Bibles in there. See, that's what it looked like. They're these right here. The more I looked, the more I found that there's some difference in the whenever they made a first edition and to where they're making these new editions now. Since that time, since 1611. Oh, another thing too. I noticed in some of the translators, they don't put this in here. Epistle dedicatory. It says, "To the Most High and Mighty Prince James, by the grace of God." And it starts out saying, "Great and manifold were the blessings, most dread sovereign, which Almighty God, the Father of all mercies, bestowed upon us, the people of England," and so forth. But anyway, if you go to Genesis, if you got a first edition copy, in the beginning God created the heaven, comma, and the earth, period. Now, most every Bible you have today does not have a comma after heaven. And I was kind of curious about that, and I got up and talked with David Daniels about that. And the reason why I asked about that with him, because I noticed that, like, Bible Protector, he made some videos about, about TBS changing the commas and stuff like that, and the colons and the semicolons and things of that nature, and for a capital S and spirit to a little s, a lowercase s. And I was like, yeah, why are they changing this stuff? It's not so much the translators, but it's more like the printers, because everything they did had to be put in there by hand whenever they were making these copies, whenever they were printing the first edition and following editions after that, until they got till it got to the printers of today. So it's a very, very tedious job. I feel that the Bible should have the translators to the reader. I think it should have the epistle dedicatory. I think it should have the thing, the King James, and then it should have the text itself. I don't want to get all bent out of shape because I don't see a comma in the right place or whatever, but there have been several editions of the King James Bible, the Authorized Version, and I think it's getting better and better, because if you compare, let's say if we go to chapter 8 on Deuteronomy here, you see all these little notes here, references. Now if we go to a more modern Bible, this is from the early 1930s and 40s. Look at the gutter here. It has way more references than this one does. So it only got better. The Bible had been printed so much, people were just like exorbitant and just eating it up. And they found so many parallel references as the more they read it. And so whenever the future printing came along, to tie the passages together, the parallel passages, to chain referencing and all that other stuff. Now, if you look at a Thompson Chain Reference Bible, this is what you get on that. You get chain references here and chain references there, and those references lead to other references. And you got one little point and it expands out like a family tree, like a like a root system. You got the root, then everything branches out. It's like amazing. And the following editions get better and better and better. It's like watching a movie. You watch it over and over and over again, the better it gets. You start seeing things and picking out things. Same, I guess, why they edited the Bible, the typographical errors and things like that. Because it gets better and better and better. But yet the word never changes. And that's the best thing. And Kim, thank you again for the markers and the envelopes. And somebody asked me earlier, they thought I had the note takers. I just look for it, and I surely don't.